Human history is filled with terrible ways to die. Burned at the stake, buried alive, eaten by animals. But there is one death that stands above them all. A death so prolonged, so agonizing, so inhuman, that even seasoned doctors couldn't bear to look. This is the true story of Hisashi Ouchi, the man who survived a nuclear blast for 83 days. The year is 1999. In Tokaimura, Japan, 3 workers at a nuclear fuel plant are preparing uranium for a nearby reactor. But they're not using advanced machines. They're using metal buckets. This wasn't a one-time mistake. It was routine, a shortcut, one that would lead to one of the worst radiation accidents in human history. Hisashi Ouchi was a technician, no formal training in nuclear science. That day, he was called to help mix a new uranium batch. What he didn't know was that the uranium concentration had been increased, 18%, far above safe limits. He held the bucket. He poured it into the tank. And then, it happened. A bright blue flash, a deafening crack. A nuclear chain reaction had begun. Hisashi collapsed. Within seconds, the DNA inside his body began to unravel. His chromosomes were shredded. His cells could no longer divide. But somehow, he was still alive. He was rushed to the hospital, conscious, even talking. But his body was already in meltdown. Soon, his skin began to blister and peel. His white blood cell count dropped to 0. His internal organs started dissolving, and the doctors faced a cruel paradox. He was alert, but already beyond saving. Over the next few weeks, the medical team tried everything: blood transfusions, stem cell transplants, even experimental skin grafts. Nothing worked. Hisashi's skin sloughed off. His muscles began liquefying. He lost almost all bodily fluids through his skin. His screams eventually stopped, but not because the pain ended, because his nerve endings were destroyed. He survived for 83 days. 83 days of internal bleeding, organ failure, and complete immune collapse. His family stayed by his side, clinging to hope. The doctors followed orders. But behind the scenes, some begged for mercy. "Let him go," they whispered. "This is torture." But the machines kept him alive, or at least kept his body going. And in the end, that body was no longer human. Hisashi's case raised a question no one wanted to answer. When does life stop being worth saving? Is it when the pain becomes unbearable, when there's no brain activity, or when the only thing keeping a body alive are wires and machines? This wasn't a death. It was a slow, controlled disintegration. And yet, everyone involved had to live with their decisions. His family, the doctors, the company. On December 21st, 1999, after 83 days of unimaginable suffering, Hisashi Ouchi died. Or perhaps he had died long before. The Tokaimura accident exposed deep flaws in safety, regulation, and humanity's arrogance in the face of nature's most dangerous forces. And Hisashi became a symbol of how far we'll go to fix the unfixable. Or worse, how far we'll go to avoid admitting failure. What do you think? Should the doctors have let him die sooner? Or did they do the right thing, trying to save him? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, dark, real, unforgettable, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious.